Lanikia. This is Lanikia TV, and Lanikia, and you are watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Bold and the Beautiful edition. Today is Thursday, March the 2nd, 2023. This is for earlier this Monday through Thursday. I just watched it all because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this soap is getting boring to me. So I mean, I just don't have the desire to watch it day by day anymore. But I just binge watched it, and so here's some few thoughts. All right, we start off with Hope and Deacon, and she's just telling him everything that's going on with her, with Douglas, with hope for the future, and she's stressed. And he says, who would have thought that little Douglas would choose to live with Steffi and not her and be and all that. She said, but she feels like Steffi is on her side. She understands everything that's going on. And so then they start talking about him and this mystery woman that he could possibly have. And he was like, no, I'm not seeing anybody. And she was like, oh, really? So there's no one, because you don't want to be with my mom anymore, because she brought up him maybe being with Brooke. And he said, baby, that ship has sailed. I said, he is over Brooke. I said, okay then. So then we move on and we see Hope, Finn, and Steffi all together, right? And so when they're all together, he also lets Hope know about his grand opening and he would love for her to be there. And she says, of course, I'd love to be there. So she goes into the office and they talk about, everything that's going on with Sheila. And then she tells them about her dad and the grand opening. They said, are you thinking about, him being with your mom? And she said, no. He said that's over with. She said, but he is having a grand opening for this restaurant and he would love for y'all to come. And they're like, we're so grateful to him. And they said, but I can't believe, Bill is with Sheila. What man in their right mind would want to be? And she said, yeah, he would have to be real crazy. I said, don't talk too hard, Hope, because you're talking about your daddy, because he still wants to be with Sheila. And proving so, Deacon actually hits Sheila up. He texts her and tells her, come over, because she was actually with Bill. And he's all like, what's going on? What are you thinking? And she's like, I'm just thinking about Finn. So she's playing all of this off like it's all Finn on her mind. Child, when the last time you thought about Finn? Because all she can think about is Deacon. So, anyways, Deacon is just pretty much like, I want to see you. So she runs over there to see him and she's like, you can't be just texting me. What if Bill sees us together, or we said this was over? He said, girl, I know you didn't mean that. You want me? You just said that to try to push me away. Now stop playing and come to my grand opening. She said, what? Are you crazy? He said, all this is because of you. Like, I'm moving, I'm making moves now in my life and it's because of you. He said, I didn't know you was gonna come limping in. I said, what? She said, what? He said, no, I'm serious. I'm not playing. Oh, he said, I didn't know you were gonna come limping into my life, changing it, but you did it, and you made me want to be a better man, a better person, and I'm going after my dreams because of you. And she said, okay, Deacon, but I can't come to your grand opening. And he said, why are you scared of Bill? And she said, I'm protecting us both. Yes, I still have feelings for you, but me cutting the brakes on this is because, we both could end up in prison. So I'm protecting us. And he's like, okay, I understand. So then the next thing we see is Wyatt, Bill, and Liam. Baby, they are back over to Bill's place. I don't know why. Y'all not changing this man's mind, but they are fussing at him, trying to say, what would Will think? What would anyone, what would we all think if you were if about you and Sheila? And he said, I don't give a damn what nobody think. I said, I know that's right, Bill. We too grown and too old to be caring what people think. It is what it is. I'm gonna be with whoever I want to be with. That's just what it is. But anyways, he said he doesn't care what anyone thinks. That he wants Sheila in their life. And they said, you told us not to come over. He said, well, y'all be having problems, and I'm not gonna let you disrespect my woman in front of me. I said, well, Bill sounded like Bill again. This ain't stoic Bill that they had him acting all he couldn't say anything. Baby, this is Dollar Bill again. I said, well, he said he want this woman. And they said, well, what if Sheila did something that you couldn't forgive? He said she won't. They said, but what if she did? Would you send her to prison? I said, Bill, you better not send my girl to prison when you find out she knocking down Dick. I don't care, sister. I don't care if it gets out. I'm saying it. If you find out that Sheila is with Deacon, you better not send my girl to prison. But Sheila, your freedom relies on you being with Bill and only Bill. And you know, he certainly would be pissed off if he found out you was with Deacon. Get your butt back over to the house, girl. What's wrong with you? So then later on, or whatever, Liam and Deacon talking, he tells him about hope for the future because he had talked to Hope and she's stressed out about it, Douglas and hope for the future. And Deacon just tells Liam, it didn't make no damn sense that y'all decided to let Douglas stay choose where he wanted to stay. He said, yeah, in retrospect, that was a bad decision. He said, but now she's stressed about hope for the future. And Deacon said, it sounds like the key is Thomas. He said he could never go back to working there. I said, baby, please. I hate this soap sometimes. It's so predictable. It's so predictable. Of course he was gonna come back. As soon as Liam said that, we already knew that Steffi was gonna bring him back. Let's keep going. So then we see Wyatt. I mean, Liam went back over here with Bill. I don't know why, but Sheila was there and she said, "Hi, Junior." And he's like, and Bill said, "Well, that's your name, ain't it?" That is, and he was like, "Yeah, it is," but I'm just saying. But anyways, um, she ends up leaving or whatever, right? Sheila ends up leaving. So it's just Liam and Bill talking. And he's like, I can't believe you would do this. What about William? What is he going to say when he finds out what you've done? How could you want to be with Sheila? How could you blackmail Steffi? Steffi, I know how you feel about Steffi. He's just going on and on and on. I said, we saw this early in the week. Let's move on. I don't want to see this anymore. Bill already told y'all he's not leaving Sheila. Get used to it. Get used to it. So then we go over here and we see Taylor has told Thomas to come over and he pleads his case with Steffi about, I'm going to therapy now. I'm a changed man now. I want to do things differently and everything. And so she forgives him. She says, okay, I understand. And then they throw in Finn and Lee because I guess she's asking him how's things going with Douglas. He says the little guy's great. He's not trouble at all. He actually is a help at the house with the girls and with the kids. And then no what? And then she says, well, I heard that you're doing well. I said, now how the heck can Lee have this job, child? How has Lee got this job? Because Finn was pronounced dead and all that. Finn is alive. Nobody's wondering how he became alive. Let's move on, child. Let's move on. Because, anyways, you could tell that they're going to set Finn up to be a board of directors. Now, Carter on the board or something, because, he's going to get a promotion or something if we let Lee tell it. That's what it. And I said, well, that's probably what's going to happen because y'all leave no mystery to this soap. Okay. So then we go over here to Carter, and Carter is celebrating 10 years. And I said, this is the worst 10-year celebration I've ever seen. This is like being at the job and you don't get really any benefits and they just give you a little whatnot. Y'all remember whatnot? They just give you a little something to say, hey, 10 years. Okay. That's all it was. And I said, what? If you really want to celebrate this man being with Bold and the Beautiful for 10 years and being a minority on your soap for 10 years, give this man a good storyline and know that Katie's storyline is not good. It could have been if y'all hadn't put Bill with Sheila, but because you did put Bill with Sheila, this storyline is boring and y'all rushed Carter and Katie because somebody was saying they don't got any chemistry. And I said, you right. I'm not going to even lie about it. They don't have any chemistry, but we're going to make this work. And did y'all see where the young lady who plays, never mind, I'll talk about it in another video. But anyway, so he there and he's taking his congratulations. Then Eric comes in, talks about how the numbers are not good for Hope for the future. I said, baby, we have heard so much about Hope for the future. Why y'all fired Thomas in the first place? Whatever. And so then Steffi comes in and she says, oh God, Hope is going through so much with Douglas and now this, but I can't let my personal feelings go. So then Hope comes in and she tells them Hope for the future has been a staple at this company. So I feel like y'all should give us a chance to do this transition and rebound. And they say, girl, this Hope for the future is bleeding us dry. I said, no, it's not, but okay. So then Carter and Eric have to leave and she says, what's going on, Steffi? What are you thinking about doing? And then Thomas and Taylor come in and they say, what's going on? What's happening? And when they come in and say what's happening or whatever, because they didn't know why they was there, Steffi just says, man, because I think Thomas is the key to hope for the future. And Hope is like, hold up, wait a minute, because I thought y'all were really talking and stuff like that. She said, well, my mother forced us to make up, and Taylor all happy. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I said, oh my God, Taylor, you're working on my nerves too. Maybe I'm on this diet, y'all, and I'm not. Maybe that's why this soap is just like, ugh, to me this week. It's just been the boringest soap this week. And I hate to complain, but I'm doing it. It's just so boring and so predictable. Nothing is happening. You know you was gonna bring Thomas back. And that's what Hope tells Steffi too. Like a few weeks ago, you were saying, no, we should keep him away and all this kind of stuff. So I'm confused on what's going on. She says, we have to bring him back. Now it's your choice, of course, but as my professional opinion, I strongly suggest it. So of course Thomas is happy because him and Steffi are made up, and now he's like, I can get you back in the company. I said, I don't know why y'all let him go anyway. And why can't we see Thomas in his therapy sessions? Y'all are acting like Young and the Restless, where things happen and they always happen offline, and then y'all come back to us and tell us what happened. We want to see action. This is boring. And I hate it because it's a 30-minute soap. Like literally, y'all could be jam-packed with action all the time because you are a 30-minute soap. But all we get is y'all talking or whatever. So, anyways, then we see after when Liam came over to talk to Bill and Sheila said she had to go, she said, Mama. She said, let me go over here and talk to Deacon. And so she come over and she tell him, because he said, Sheila, you said we couldn't see each other because she told him she couldn't come to his grand opening and all that. And she tells him, I couldn't stay away. She might not have said that, but y'all, that's what I heard. I couldn't stay away, and I want to be here with you. And I said, girl, okay. And that was the Bold and the Beautiful these last few days, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for an all new episode of What Happened on the Soaps, the Bold and the Beautiful edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.